Welcome to Catching Up, where we catch up with latest news, hot gossip, and what's happening in our lives. I'm Peggy.
This is Ken.
This is Kylie.
Hi, I'm Benji.
Yay, Benji's back!
Yeah.
Peggy, what's going on? Why are you stuttering?
I'm still worried about the angle, but don't worry about me.
It's fine.
We've been spending so much time on checking like the best angle for Peggy only.
Yeah.
And
We're
touch
like
up
waiting.
for makeup.
We're waiting
Let's
here.
go.
So,
Let's go. We got shit to do, man. What's going on? So, okay, Benji just got back from New York, right? You're back from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there for 4 months. This was your first semester
Yeah.
of college.
How was it?
It was really fun. I think
how
I feel like culturally it's a lot more open compared to Taiwan.
Really?
In terms of...
Like everything, just like academics, people don't really care about. I would say like most people that I've met, they don't really care about test results that much.
Oh, really?
Because I think in
Is
college
it just
GPA
only
doesn't-
in NYU or?
maybe because I'm majoring in econ and like the friends I make are mostly like econ majors. So
You think econ majors don't care about their grades?
I don't think they
'Cause-
care that much compared to like finance kids, because finance kids, they want to get into like investment banks and you need like
Hold
a...
on, what's the difference between econ and finance?
Finance is more
Yeah.
specific.
So they are in a higher
Yeah.
position
Yeah,
in the
they have
hierarchy.
a hierarchy. There's a
Damn.
hierarchy.
No. I feel like finance is definitely higher.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
higher.
because
Okay.
I mean, you actually learn technical skills, but I feel like for econ, it's more theoretical, so it's harder to find a good job.
So why are you in econ then? I thought you studied really hard.
I know, I thought you
Yeah.
were a good student
Yeah.
in
I thought
you
Taiwan.
studied
In
really
Taiwan,
hard
you're like
too,
one of the
yeah.
best
Yeah.
students in Taiwan.
Thank
Now
you,
you're in
thank you,
NYU,
yeah.
then people don't give a shit.
Did you know what you were getting into before you?
Yeah, I mean,
applied?
econ was going to be hard, and the employment opportunities might be like relatively, I guess, like shittier than like finance.
Then why did you choose
No, 'cause
econ?
no, 'cause
why
if you-
didn't you
Is it
go
because
for
it's
finance?
easier?
Oh no, I think it's definitely harder. It's more math heavy. For finance, it's basic algebra and like
Yeah.
I
accounting.
see.
But I want to do like policy research too.
Because
And
he wants to be a politician.
I want to be a politician, and
Oh, really?
so I have to major in econ so that my minor can be poli-sci. So
Can you do finance major and also do a minor in poli-sci?
yeah, but like it's gonna be like I think the poli-sci courses that I take would be more. It's not to my interest. I feel like
You know, Uinong was probably a finance guy, right?
no, I think he took econ in
Then how
Yale.
did he get into Goldman?
Well, because econ majors can also get into like finance.
So
they could still do.
So do you think he got into Goldman because of luck, or
Bro,
what?
I mean,
Or
he wasn't.
connection that he has.
Oh, I don't know, but
How
he
come
wasn't.
you don't have the kind of connection
I
that you got?
don't know, man.
Peggy was like, okay, this time I'm free. I'm like, I'm safe today.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're just
I'm
kidding.
enjoying
Okay.
the show.
yeah.
Go on, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I feel like
I'm
because
just messing with you. Sorry, you're blushing. Why are you blushing?
I don't know. But like,
We haven't even got to the sex party part yet.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
okay, let's go to the sex party part.
But no, before that,
Wait, yeah.
since now you're in the university, have you tried any drugs yet?
Like we mean by like weed or
Just drugs.
Or like headache
or
and
like-
Or a little-
Advil.
bro, I've never
MDMA,
tried.
acid.
Not at
SSC,
all. Yeah,
Nothing.
I don't even like fried chicken and
You don't even eat fried
I don't,
chicken.
I don't even eat like fast food. There's this
You
Raisin
don't eat
Cane's.
anything that's unhealthy.
I don't eat anything that's unhealthy. Yeah, and I have like a nutritional like a planner thing. So I have to
Wait,
like
you have a-
Wait.
You have a nutritional planner in New York?
yeah. So I have to it's not a person. It's like a
Do you
it's
have
like
a
plan.
maid cleaning your bedroom?
No, I don't have a maid cleaning my
That's you.
bedroom.
That's you in Taichung. Sorry.
No, like I have like a plan that I follow, and like
Okay.
I basically have to work out like 2 hours a day, and then I have to intake like 200 grams of protein every day, because like you gotta keep yourself in
up.
check. So I can't do any like alcohol, like cigarettes or weed or anything like that. So wait, why are you making that face?
No. It's fine. You have your own. You can make your own decision. You're an
Yeah,
adult.
I'm
Yeah.
referring-
There's this
Peggy.
book that's
Yeah.
talking about how acid or like some of the drugs do to you, and it
Yeah.
actually doesn't affect your brain that way. As what do you think? I'll find the
right.
name of it and I'll send it to you.
Oh, for real?
For health.
Probably no.
Does it-
Find a book that talks about how acid builds muscle growth. Then he will.
Oh,
he will probably read it.
Okay.
Maybe,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, but a lot of people in New York, they try, and then everyone.
Underage, even underage.
Yeah, because like legally speaking, you can't do that when you're in college.
Yeah.
You got to be over 21. But a lot of people, they go to parties and you have alcohol
Yeah, in
there.
New
So
York, in
so what they
States,
do
it's
is
21.
No, I mean, like, are you not 21 yet?
No, I'm 18. Yeah. Oh wait, what? Oh, do I look older than 18?
Yeah.
Probably not 18.
Well, maybe
though.
because you're
19,
really tall.
So you were just saying that when you were in New York, there were a lot
Yeah.
of sex parties and you got a lot of invites, right?
Yeah, I got 3 invites. It's not that much.
2 sex parties.
Have you gone to any of them?
No,
You
not
look
at
a
all,
little too
man.
excited, Peggy.
So yeah.
How did you get offers? Like, did you just walk on the street and somebody approach
No,
you and say,
it's
"Hey,
not like
I said,
that,
hey, what's
man.
up?
bro, you want to come to a sex party?"
Oh my god.
Like, how did it happen?
I feel like because I live in like a dorm, and then there's like this public space, public area thing that we
Common room.
Yeah, common room, and then a lot of Chinese kids they hang out there and they play like Langren and stuff there. So
Like
you have,
board game, one of the
board
board
games,
games.
everything like that, and usually you have like 20 people there, just like always there. They're just always there playing.
Yeah.
And then I play table tennis with my friend, also in the public area. So there's this one time where I joined them for like a game.
The Chinese kids.
For the Chinese kid. Yeah. And after the game, it was like after 3 hours, one of the girls just went up to me. I was really shy because like it was my first encounter with like a girl. You know, like I haven't really talked to any girls since I've gotten to New York, and she was one of like the first girls who approached me. And
Was
she
she
was like,
pretty?
I wouldn't I wouldn't say let me finish.
my God.
I wouldn't say she's not pretty, but she's definitely like, you know, it depends, right? It's
She's just not ugly.
it's she's
Do you have her Instagram?
I don't have, they used to WeChat and then
Do you
but,
have
but
her
a lot of
WeChat?
things a lot of things happened though. Like so she was like, "Oh, I think you're kind of cute." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." And then she was like, "Yeah, can I have your WeChat?" And I was like, but sorry, I'm not really open to that." And then I just went up and I left. And a week later, I met her at like a sandwich, like Subway. And then I was lining up for like a sandwich, right? And she was just right behind me.
Oh, you take Subway?
Oh no,
Oh,
like,
no,
like the
the
shop.
sandwich
Yeah.
place.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
sandwich place.
So yeah, I was getting like a meal and then she was just right behind me. And then I was like, "Oh, yo, oh,
You
hi."
want to eat my sandwich?
No,
I'm sorry.
dude.
I'm
You want my
sorry.
foot long?
With my 6-incher? No, I'm just kidding. No. Oh my god. But yeah.
I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
So she was lining up behind you.
Yeah.
at
So
Subway,
we ended
and
up having a meal together
That's
because she
fun.
was like, "Oh, do you want to have a meal together?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure."
That's really
Because
cool.
I felt kind of bad rejecting her.
Yeah.
So I had a meal with her. I got to know her a bit more.
Actually, I want to go back to the
Yeah,
part
yeah.
that when she asked you for WeChat, you say, "I'm not open to that."
Yeah.
Perfect. Since you bring it back, how does she phrase it in Mandarin? Can you
I was
say
like,
that?
帅哥你不是他 okay. So he said 你好啊，我说你好 and then she was like 我刚刚看你觉得你挺可爱的，想要加个 V 可以吗？like
加个 V
加个 V，
加个
加个
V
V
I was like, what is V? And she was like, a V 信 I was like,
What is
I
V? You
was
got
like,
some
I
value?
was like, V 信 Oh, you mean WeChat? And she was like, yeah. And then I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not really open to like relationships and things like that.
What?
Maybe she's not even after a
was
relationship.
just asking
Maybe
for
she
WeChat.
just want to have something fun.
Oh, for real? Dude,
she
this is
just wants
exactly-
to know you a little more. It's not like open your WeChat, having sex right
Yeah, in
away.
Taiwan is like, "Hey, do you have line? Let's add a line together."
Yeah, or
we
can I follow you on
Well,
Instagram?
isn't it-
Relationship.
Well, wait, but I feel like, oh, really? I don't know. Like, I mean, she's like interested in me, right? So I just wanted to make it clear that.
I don't know.
It's not like
I
she's
don't
trying
know
to suck dick
anymore.
and stuff, right?
Right,
She
Peggy?
just
You
wanna
I
don't
don't
know
know.
physically
Physically,
or
attra-
mentally, like interested in you.
I'm pretty sure
Right?
she's like physically into me, because
Right,
or else
exactly.
you wouldn't approach me in the first
exactly.
place, right?
So
Yeah.
maybe she's not really looking for a serious relationship.
Oh, she just want to like play around and get
maybe
to
just
know.
a
Just probably want to
situationship.
talk to you and know you a little bit.
Say,
Right.
next time
Maybe
if they
I-
have a board game, they can get you
Like a
to
board
come
game.
or
You
something.
mean like-
Yeah,
actually,
anything
a
is
board game group.
possible.
Yeah.
Not everything is sexual.
No, but she
Why is
said
everything sexual
No,
to you,
I'm
Benji?
sorry, but like
what
she
have
said-
we taught you? Have we taught you nothing?
But she said, yeah, but to be fair.
we pretty
We
much
actually
taught
taught
him
you
everything
nothing.
is sexual. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you guys
It's
taught
our
me a
fault.
lot.
It's
Thank you
our
so
fault.
much.
It's
Thank
our
you so
fault.
much. Yeah.
Also, don't take it too serious when people call you Shaigo. Have you ever been to breakfast place in Taiwan? Everybody's Shaigo and 美女。
小帅哥你好，早餐店阿姨。
Everybody is
Yeah,
mean. Even
yeah.
Kylie is
Oh
mean.
no, but like she was like, oh, I think you're kind of
Even
cute.
I'm shy girl, so it doesn't mean anything.
No, you're good looking. I like your hair.
Anyway,
Okay,
let's go back to
Okay.
a Subway.
Yeah.
What happened? What did you guys talk about?
Oh yeah, so basically she was just like, yeah, she said the same thing. She was like, oh, you're really cute. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then we sat down. But I really wanted to eat alone because I don't really like Okay, hey, let me finish the story though. Like, okay, so she was like,
why don't you just do long distance course at home?
and she was like, oh yeah, I'm doing acting. She's actually like an actor.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, yeah, that's really cool, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, are you trying to like monetize it? Like, are you trying to go on Netflix or what do you plan on doing in the next 5 years?
Oh my God, what's wrong with you, Benji?
Did you ask her? What are you planning?
I'm
You're
so
like
sorry.
her dad.
What is
I'm
her
so sorry.
China. You're like her dad from China.
I'm like the annoying relative with me at
Yes!
the Chinese. I was like, yo, what do you?
How do you monetize it? What?
No, I didn't say that. I was like, 你打算怎么赚钱?
Oh, you said body because she's an actress.
No.
Did you hear him
so
asking her
sorry.
about the 5-year plan?
The 5-year plan?
Oh, did he say the 5-year
He just
plan?
asked that,
Oh
right?
my
Okay, what do you want
Asked
to
her
do?
about the 5-year plan?
Like, what do you want to do in the next 5 years?
Oh.
No, what are you supposed to say? Are you supposed to be like, oh yeah?
No, do that. What kind? Just say what kind of drama do you watch?
Bro,
What
I
kind
like
of,
this sandwich
what kind
that
of
I'm getting.
roast
You
do you
know,
guys?
like,
Yo, like what kind of things that you like to watch? You know, maybe next time
Yeah,
we can
what
watch
kind
it
of
together or
movies?
something.
like
You
Netflix and
like-
chill.
And just say, oh, not that, but just say
Wait,
that,
like,
you know, because I don't watch that much, you know, Chinese dramas that maybe you can recommend some of the good ones.
Oh yeah, but to be
And then
fair,
you can watch them and say they're so bad. You should watch some Taiwanese ones. I know Bailingguo stuff is so good, right?
you're like, yeah, bro, like free promo. Okay, but like, but okay. To be fair, she had a lot of piercings. I was a bit afraid.
Why? She's gonna poke you?
Where exactly?
Like everywhere. Like she
Okay.
had like 8 piercings on.
Uh-huh.
Where?
Where?
Nose?
On the mouth, yeah.
Just on the face?
On the face, yeah. And I was a bit reluctant.
Okay, I kind of feel you.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Because
Yeah.
like, I just got to New York. I'm not really familiar with the place that much. And
What's the
then
color of her hair?
How old is she?
Pink.
There you go.
Pink.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm on her side. Okay,
Pink.
I'm on her side.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Ask
yeah.
boring
No.
And there's a
question to
gradient,
freak
bro,
her
like
out.
purple-
That'll be
purple
my
and pink.
strategy. When
Yeah.
I meet people like this, I'll just be as boring as I can to
man.
just let them
No,
fuck
but he
off.
didn't intentionally do it.
Okay.
It would just.
She would do it
That's
to
my
anyone.
definition of the Oh my god! But yeah, I was like, she was like, oh yeah, I want to do acting. I might go back to China and pursue acting. I was like, oh yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. And then we had like a 30-minute conversation.
Okay.
Right.
On 5-year plan.
On
On their
5-year plan.
future
Yeah.
plan.
And then also like 10-year plan, and also talked about whether you want to have kids or not. Okay. Anyways, no. She was the one.
A really
She
good
was-
strategy.
No. Okay, here's the
Just
thing.
scare a woman off.
No.
With a lot of piercing on her face.
No. She asked me whether I want to have kids, and I was like, yeah, of course. Like, why not? She was like,
She
yeah.
asked you?
Yeah, she no, cause like
She initiated.
because I have a sister,
Oh.
and she was like, oh, what about your sister? I was like, yeah, my sister's like a kid to me. I take care of her every day, right? And she's like, oh yeah, but do you want to have kids too? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Do you know
why
what
not?
to do before having kids? That's what she said.
Nah,
No,
bro.
I'm sorry, I can't
Oh
stop.
my
Come
god,
on.
yeah.
And then?
I was like, yeah, sure. Like I want to have kids. That's why we ended up having this kid conversation, right? And then she asked me for my WeChat again, and I didn't say that. I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, let's be friends.
Okay.
And
okay.
then-
So the way you rejected her the first time was just so weird.
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
but like,
I'm not
that's-
open to anything.
Yeah, I wasn't really open to meeting new people, right? Like that way. I don't really like to have someone come up to me and then like ask me for my contact info. I prefer just meeting them in like classrooms and like.
Okay.
But now that you mentioned about the hair color and the piercing, I'm on your side.
I got
If it's
you
me,
guys
I'll
got to be
also
in my
say,
context, man. It was crazy. But I was so scared
You
off,
suddenly
right?
turned
Here's the
black.
thing. I have like 2 female friends throughout my entire life, and both of them are relatively more, like
Modern.
more
Modest.
they're more modest and pretty on the low. It's to see a girl with piercings and pink and purple hair. It's kind of like it just scares
For
you
you,
off
it's
a
a
bit.
big shock.
Yeah, it was a big shock for sure.
The last girl
Yeah.
that I knew with
Yeah.
pink hair was a psycho. Seriously, be aware
for
of girls
real?
with pink hair.
Wait, what did she do to you?
Just she's dramatic. You're not
Dramatic?
looking for anything.
Drama queen? Damn.
How did the conversation went from having kids, 5-year, 10-year plan to sex
Yeah.
parties?
Oh yeah, so basically she texted me like after a few days. She was like, "Oh, I have like a hangout. Do you want to join?" And it's a joju, so you drink and you play games at someone's house, like someone's apartment, right? And I was like, "Oh no, I'm fine. I don't drink. I'm sober." And she was like, "Oh really? Okay, fine." And then after like 1 week, I met her again at like the school cafeteria.
Run into each other.
I ran into her, yeah, and I was just eating by myself, right?
And she came,
Yeah.
she came
I'm
up to you.
always on my own. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
totally
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I was just watching Bailingguo News.
Aw.
Right? I was like, oh, Benji. Oh, yeah, come on,
Sorry,
man.
now we feel bad that we're so
Yeah.
mean to you.
I was like,
I
I was
feel
like,
bad said that our video cock-blocked you.
I was like, oh, Ken, Bailingguo. Oh, yeah, I'm eating my stuff, right? I'm by myself. I'm doing just fine. And she came up to me. I was like, oh, hey. I was like, oh, hey, nice meeting you again. And then basically, we had another conversation. And she was like, oh, yo, do you know much Chinese people here? I was like, no, not really. You know, I hang out with mostly, you know, people from my class, from my econ class. Then she was like, oh, yo, are you into like weed? Like, do you smoke weed? I was like, no. And like, we usually like, we host parties in groups of like 20 or 30 people. And then out of those 20 or 30 people, we pick the best looking people to do like, you know, more intimate stuff. And I was like, ooh, what do you mean by intimate stuff, right?
Peggy is so excited.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Yeah, she's really excited. Yeah.
What was her phrasing again?
Like more attractive people.
Exactly.
And
who
tall.
is she to talk? Like, oh, we pick more attractive people.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry. Okay.
Maybe
go on.
she's
So
like
you're
the
judging the
host.
people with pink hair.
Yes.
Stop
Oh my
judging people
God.
with pink hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go on.
Because there's this concept of 开颜值. Basically, you have to be like, for guys, I think you have to be over like a certain height. You have to be 6 foot.
Is that
180
180
What
centimeters?
is that?
So you got to be like tall, right? I feel like that's sort of like the beauty standards there. And then for girls, you got to be, I don't know. I'm not sure what.
Big boobs?
I don't know.
I'm certainly out.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe you could pay your way in or something. I'm not sure. But then she was like, so do you want to join? Are you interested? Right? Do you want to just check it out? We don't have to do it. You don't have to drink. You can just, you can just do whatever. You can meet new people because those people are also like, some of them are my classmates, right? But they're old like Chinese people. And I was like, probably not the drinking part, but I'm open to meeting new people. And he's like, yeah, sure. Let me add you to like a WeChat group. And I was added to a WeChat group, right? And there's like around 15 people. She said like 20 or 30, but it was only 15. And I
All
was
from
like,
China.
all from China, yeah.
Okay.
And then when I got into the group chat, everyone was like, oh, 小哥哥好.
Okay.
I was
Was
like,
everyone in the group female?
I think 60%. Yeah. And then
It is a little sketchy, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it
It
sounds
is
like
a
a
little
trap.
sketchy.
it was really sketchy. And since NYU is such a big school, right? I didn't know any of these people.
Okay.
So and then there's this like after a few days, there's this like announcement in the WeChat group, and they were like, oh, we're gonna have a party at this address on this day. If you want to sign up, please pay. You got to pay $60.
Did they mention about anything intimate?
They said like 找乐子，
Okay.
找乐子，大家一起
找乐子。
用大麻找乐子吧。
Okay.
And I was like,
Why do you have that accent?
I don't know.
He
They
tried
speak in
his
that way.
best.
I'm trying to, like
Okay.
recreate the scene. And I was like, yo, what's happening, man? Why do I got to pay $60 just to have fun? Bro, 60, bro, I can eat.
It's true though. When I was in
Bro.
college, $60 is a lot.
$60 is a lot.
I get you. I
Yeah,
get you.
and
get it.
inflation is high, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, with tipping.
I can't afford that. You gotta add another 20%. I'm not doing that. And then so basically, I rejected them. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. And the girl texted me again. She called me, but we were not even that close. She was like, yo, why aren't you coming? I thought you wanted to meet new people. I was like, but not in this way, right? And then she was like,
She was a little too pushy, to be
Yeah,
honest.
She's
it's
really-
too pushy.
but like everything I just described was over like the span of like I would say like a month, which I would consider
Okay.
pretty, like it's a pretty short amount of time, right?
Oh, I
Short
see.
period, yeah. I asked her directly, what do you do? What do you do? Like what are you trying to make me do? And she's like, oh, okay, I'll just be really honest with you. We have sex, like weed sex parties. And then I was like, what? So you just smoke weed and you drink alcohol and you want me to pay $60 to be in part of that? And
To
she
have
was like,
sex.
to have sex, yeah. And she was like, yeah. Are you still a virgin? I was like, what are you trying to? Why are you asking this?
You answer it.
I was like,
explain
yo,
anything.
yeah. I was like, yo, why are you even asking this? You want me to pay $60 and you're asking me this sort of question? And then she was like, oh no, I mean, you sound like a virgin. I was like,
I
was like, yo, I'm
she was
sorry.
judging you.
I'm sorry. I'm just like 18. I haven't, like chatted with any females before, but and she was like, yeah. So do you want to join or not? I really think you're cute, and I think you would fit in. And I was like, yo, I appreciate it, but no, thank you. So this
Okay.
is like the first time I got
Oh,
invited.
that was the first
But
time.
I got invited 3 times
By 3 different people.
by 3 different people.
Were they
It
all
was
the
cra-
same method? Just like randomly run into you?
Are they like pickup artists? Like
I have no idea.
Are they just like Is it just a brothel or something, or just a way to trick Taiwanese guys?
Bro, I have no idea, man.
Because now it sounds a little sketchy.
Yeah, it sounds
right?
sketchy to me
Sounds
now.
super
I
sketchy.
think
Yeah.
you did the right thing to reject them.
Yeah.
What do you think, Peggy?
How many people were there in that group again?
You mean the group chat or
Yeah.
the?
Can we
The
see
group
the group
chat.
chat?
No, I blocked everyone.
Oh.
everyone.
Oh,
'Cause
did
I
you
don't
tell
want
them
my-
like I support Tibet independence or Taiwan independence?
I don't
and
think they
then-
can. I don't think they can.
will be banned. Say, hey,
Oh my
Taidu.
Taiwan, I said Taiwan is a country, and then leave.
You should
Yo.
tell them, say, hey, you know, I work for Bailingguo.
Just send the national
Yeah.
flag in there.
Yes,
Oh,
you didn't do it.
I didn't do it, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're.
Can you unblock them?
Oh my god. Wait,
Okay,
how do you
we do it
unblock them?
after
We
this.
can do it after.
Okay. Okay.
But
So the
but,
next 2 times, they all happen in similar fashion.
pretty similar, but it was less sketchy. You know, like
Oh,
they
I
weren't
see.
that pushy, and it was
Okay.
more like a.
Are they
like a-
also from China?
3 of them are all like Chinese girls,
What?
and then they were like.
Is that like a
so
thing? Is it
forward.
like a
Oh
thing?
wait, my mom is gonna see this.
I'm
Oh,
so-
shit.
Your mom's gonna see this?
No, my mom's gonna watch this, right?
Yeah,
So-
but you
Oh,
rejected
okay.
them
Don't-
all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I did
Okay,
the right thing.
Benji's
Good
gone. He
boy.
is a good kid.
I did the right thing.
Yeah, he works with us. He doesn't
Yeah.
get any bad influence from us.
Yeah.
Yes.
出污泥而不染. Yeah.
Oh my
A
god.
lotus still bloom from the
Yeah, that's
dirty
so
mud.
No, you guys are so. Oh no, you guys
His
are.
mom's gonna be like,
definitely-
stay away from that girl who
Nah,
called Peggy.
dude.
Tried to talk you in acid. or all that stuff.
Dude, I think New York is way crazier than like Bailingguo. Bailingguo, I would
I'm
say
sorry,
it's
we're
like,
conservative.
No, you guys are- I would say you guys are
sorry, we don't have
definitely-
sex
I'm
parties.
pregnant. What do you want from me?
I would say it's like
What do you want?
no, because like Bailingguo is like more like 纸上谈兵 type thing, right? Like, I'm sorry.
What the
Hey.
fuck? Do you think I
Hey,
can
you
go to
gotta-
a sex party right now
You gotta
with
show
the
me
baby
evidence,
in
man. You gotta
my
show me evidence. But like these people actually do it, you know, it's crazy. So wait, did I just say something wrong?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
okay.
was,
It's okay.
I
I'm
was really
married.
offended.
Really down. But yeah,
Peggy
'cause, like,
said, yeah, I knew.
oh man, I knew it. But no, but like I mean, here like we just talk about it, right? We haven't been to like we haven't done things in Perth, like.
Because we haven't met 10 years ago. Because we're all married now.
I don't know. I mean, like bilingual.
boring people
There's
now.
no way that even we've done things we can't say it in
Oh, for
public. You
real?
know that, right?
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So you,
What
you
about
say
the second?
The
Yeah, the
second
second
time and
one.
third time they were less sketchy.
Yeah.
But why did you reject them? Like, how did you meet these girls? Were they good looking? Were they better looking than the first one?
Less piercing.
Yeah. The
How about the
second
second one?
and-
Let's start with the
They
second
didn't have
one.
any piercings.
How about
Okay.
a hair
The second-
color?
Black.
Oh, black.
Yeah.
Okay, black.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
But
How do they look? Do they look pretty?
Yeah, I feel like they're just those type of girls that you see on Xiaohongshu.
Also pretty girls. Or Xiaohongshu is Photoshop though.
Yeah. I would say you guys would definitely think that they're relatively
home.
better looking.
Okay. Okay.
And I think
Better looking than Kylie.
Kylie is good looking.
I don't
looking.
fucking care. Okay,
Sorry,
continue.
sorry.
Continue.
Yeah, but yeah, they're I don't know, like but they asked me, right? Like they wanted to be friends too. They asked for like it all started by with like the girl asking me for WeChat.
Okay.
And
So
then-
that's the thing in New
Yeah, I feel like
York.
that's a thing, right? Like I think Chinese people, they ask you for your WeChat, they get to know you a bit more, and they invite you to these parties.
Could it be those girls were actually from the same group that they saw you, and then when
And
they
they
saw
targeted
you,
you.
yeah.
Are you-
No.
Did you ask any other Taiwanese friends that who encountered the similar
Did you ask your
situation?
roommate?
My
Do you
roommate?
have any
Yeah.
Taiwanese friends there?
Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure this is not an independent situation.
I have like 10 people from my high school going to NYU.
Okay, did you ask them?
No, I
You probably
no,
could.
I didn't. But like
I think you
I consulted
because it
with one
sounds
of my
really
friends.
sketchy.
Okay.
Yeah, I consulted with one of my friends who go to parties. He goes to club a lot, and he was like, "No, I never really encountered these sort of stuff."
How tall is your friend?
Oh my god. Yeah, he's on the shorter end. Like 100. Yeah, I'm not sure, but like yeah, I feel like maybe because I'm not sure. Like maybe because I'm taller and that's perceived as something that's more attractive to a lot of Chinese girls.
I thought that they were like white
No.
too, right?
No.
They only invite Asian dudes or Taiwanese.
Everyone there was like Chinese.
Do they speak English?
No, they just type in simplified Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Huh.
they don't even speak English. I don't think their English is that good. So yeah, they're speaking Chinese.
Interesting.
And, yeah,
Okay.
That's really. That's maybe
It's a little
new
weird.
thing.
That's a little weird.
It is.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really weird.
Or we are just too old. We don't know.
I don't know.
But it's just like it
know.
sounds very sketchy though.
Yeah. Peggy,
sounds-
what do you think?
What's
'Cause
your
you
take,
said that.
Peggy?
Yeah, what's your take?
Yeah.
I
When you
think
were in
it's really
Thailand,
weird.
did your Chinese classmate invite you to anything?
I wasn't friend with any of them. So
Or
I was
other-
I spoke about Taiwan's independence pretty
Yeah.
publicly. But also just now that we told you to do that, make sure you have enough of backups, like enough of friends. Otherwise, they might do something to you. You don't know. For what I mean, like back then, they didn't do anything with me. Is because I've got a lot of friends with all kind of nationalities, so they won't really mess with me. But they all know where I live. Even my friends told me, they were like, "Oh yeah, they know that you live with like at which." In which building, on which floor, in which room.
Damn.
That's crazy.
So be careful.
Do you feel unsafe?
No.
No.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's okay. If you want to go to a sex party, we can go to Burning Man together.
I would love to.
So what's-
Yeah,
what's
just go to
Burning
Burning
Man?
Man.
But
Right.
I mean, like, we really need to prep for that. I don't want to be like,
You just spend a lot of money.
Yeah. All you
don't
need to
have
do is spend a lot of money and to be more comfortable.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. I wanna do.
Yeah.
How much is it like usually?
I know, I never been there because I was really poor when I was a student. According to 饭费,
Oh,
like
1,000 for ticket.
something like 800 something to get in, but it depends how
How much
comfortable
money
you
you
want
Yeah,
to
if you
the
want a
life.
camper
It's a desert. That's a
Oh,
desert.
really?
Not like sex party, but they do have like orgy dome that you can get in, and they have strict rules to follow. But you go there and
It's
people
safer
get
there.
naked and stuff. So I guess it's a lot safer than
That's how people
the,
have sex.
Then
the
these sketchy
invitation.
For your
Thank you very
information.
much. Thank you very
and
much.
then make
Yeah.
sure that like you get consent and you only hang out with people that you know, that kind of stuff.
Because like for me, it somehow feels like a way to get you there and take some
Money off
crazy
you.
videos and then extort you. For me, it feels like that. It's not even about
It's just
like,
a little weird
espionage,
because when
but
I
it feels
was
like
in
extortion.
Berkeley, the only people that I knew, because we do like naked running, that's why for sure
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't like people having sex during the run, right? You just went naked, so it was like pretty
How do you even
normal
do
in
that?
Berkeley.
Yeah.
You just took out your clothes and then put it in the stairway, and then everybody ran. Yeah, in the library
Do you see
during
like,
final.
do you actually see like private parts?
It was actually, there was one time that because we were all reading and we all know what's gonna happen, that everybody was waiting, but you didn't know the exact timing, but you kind of know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then I remember there was an Asian guy. I think he was wearing a mask, but he was naked with a cape and a mask.
Yeah.
He was skateboarding and he like fell right by my table, so I was seeing him doing like this and then lay down and with penis out. So it was.
Was it like standing up or no?
No,
you
it's
mean his
probably-
penis?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
it wasn't.
okay.
It was just like small and soft and like
So
pathetic.
that probably shame.
Nobody was laughing.
But
It-
he just fell. Come on.
yeah, I know he just fell. So nobody was laughing because it was part of the weird culture that Berkeley has. But anyways, and so for people who want to go to like naked sex party, only for certain like crazier fraternity, and then it's under invitation. It's not like open to everyone. That's
But
it.
you got invited 3 times. I really
Yeah, I
think
think
it's
it was a little
lot.
weird. It was a little weird.
But I don't think like money is their like incentive though, because like I think those people they drive like really nice cars and you know they
How do you think they afford those really nice cars?
How did I get this money?
But you don't
Yeah,
know.
because
You don't know.
let's talk about the news that Peggy prepared because I think
I thought it's
really
not
similar.
my business anymore. I really want to know this. Okay.
Because
But can we
what's
come
the
back
news?
to know
yeah,
that?
because
Yeah,
your
what's
news
the
is like
news?
cyber criminals, right?
Yes,
Like,
yes,
and
yes.
Chinese people are
You wanna-
involved.
yeah, you wanna talk about
it
it?
feels like
wait.
this could be part of this.
Yeah. what is
Can we
it?
come back to the
Yeah, of
second
course.
and the
Yeah,
third
yeah,
girl
yeah.
You guys
afterwards?
saw-
Okay. I was already enjoying the show. Okay. All right.
Contribute, Becky.
It's really fun tonight to listen
I
to.
know.
Okay, so there was this news that a Chinese exchange student who's found in Utah, I think in the forest, and he was all cold and scared. So
Okay.
it turns out there was this, there are scammers who persuade him to isolate himself into like, I don't know where, like wherever
up in the mountains or whatever.
Yeah, just get into the forest or wherever to camp. And then they even convinced him to take a picture of himself to show his parents that he is actually isolated or like he's in the tent or whatever, so that they can use the picture, send it back to their that guy's parents to say, oh, we kidnapped him. And so they can get money from them.
From the parents.
Yes, from the parents.
Otherwise, he couldn't get money from his parents?
I know, it sounds really weird, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know how do they even do it. So they do it both ways. They went to this guy and told him, like, your family is in danger, and if you don't follow what I ask you to do, then we're going to hurt them. So, of course, the guy was freaked out and saying, okay, I'll do whatever things that you ask me to do. Because, like, in the news article, they didn't reveal, but only on news that they said it was, they threat him. So they threatened him, telling him that you have to do what I ask you to and then send me the picture, isolated yourself. And then after he sent the picture to these scammers, they went to his parents or his family and told them, okay, we kidnapped him. Yes.
Wow. So the criminals are Chinese too then, I suppose.
Yes. Well, they don't have the evidence yet, but they believe.
But they're bilingual.
What?
Because they speak English and Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
was making a joke. I was
Bilingual
making a
is
joke.
a
That was
normal
also a
word.
joke.
Oh, that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a
Yeah,
joke.
my bad.
Yeah,
Anyways.
so the ransom was 80,000 US dollars.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
And they say it's not just the only case.
It happened a lot.
Yeah. But they don't have the exact number yet because a lot of people, they won't report it because they're afraid. So yeah, this thing is, like, they call it cyber kidnapping. So they basically don't need to do anything. They just contact to this kid and then ask him to do like whatever things they ask them to do and then go to their
So
family.
if you go to those isolated edges, I think that just by going to those like crazy edges, it's already sketchy, right? Because you don't know what's waiting behind those doors.
Yeah.
You never know.
And you
never know.
can't really take a friend because they say it's invitation only. By saying that,
You don't even have
won't
proof
bring
and
any
nobody
friends,
knows
right?
that you're gone.
mean, yeah.
I
So it's
see.
already a little bit dangerous.
I
would
think
say
sex
that.
party sounds really fun,
Fun,
but
but always
only
protect
go
yourself.
to like a safe and the people that you really trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go with
Like
a
if
group
we
of
have
people.
a sex party in Bailingguo, I'm sure you can trust us.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to
I'm
imagine
just,
that. Oh.
for example,
Oh my God, it's too
right?
much.
Oh, that's
Just
too much.
always
I'm
let your
sorry.
friend know like where you're going, or even if you're taking anything, always make sure you have a friend that you can really trust to
shove
trip
around
sit
you.
you.
For sure, yeah. But mostly I just stay in my dorm and like the gym. And
Okay, do
Or
whatever you
try it
want.
at home.
no, I also go to like social events, but like, you know,
What kind of social events did you go?
Like forums, like speeches.
yeah. I'm really involved with like the finance and politics club there.
Oh,
So
what,
they-
what do
what
they
do
do?
they talk
So they
about?
invite like politicians, New York politicians, and then
Oh,
like
okay, that's cool.
we have like seminar sessions, which is pretty nice. And finance, like they teach you how to do they build financial models, and like okay, but that's like the
Already?
yeah, dude. Dude, recruiting starts like in
First year of college?
no, second year sophomore year. So we gotta be prepping for that already.
Okay,
Oh man, you're
great.
going places.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
but like but more like the fun part. Like I think a lot of people they okay, so there's this place in like part of like it's called the Bob's Library, right? The basement area. A lot of people they go there and they hang out and you know they do fun stuff.
What do you
kind of
mean?
fun
What
stuff?
do you mean? Be
I mean, you could do,
specific.
Or
like,
just old people.
Just
we need to
everything, you know, just everything from you know like just kissing or like
making out.
making out. They make out, yeah, and or they just hang out, you know, they just have fun. They have alcohol, and yeah, I feel like that's like the typical college
yeah,
student.
but do you go to like school parties? You know, like because
Like, from your
I'm pretty sure you
classmates?
join a lot of clubs, right? Like politics.
Oh, yeah, for
clubs
sure,
and
yeah.
finance club.
Yeah, do they
and
have
they
a
always
house
have
party
parties,
and
right?
stuff?
Or gatherings. Like, don't they? Do you go to those parties?
I think you got to go to like frats, you know.
Yeah. Oh, did you go to frats?
So there's like there's a professional frat and there's actually like the party frats, right?
Yeah.
I applied for the professional frat. I didn't get in, unfortunately. I didn't apply for the party frats though.
Okay.
But I feel like the frat culture in New York is not that, you know. Yeah, it's not that prominent because we're really isolated. There's no campus for NYU. You gotta keep in mind. We have like isolated buildings, and we call that like NYU. You know, it's just like an area in New York, in like in Middle Manhattan.
So is it like different major has different buildings?
Yeah. So, for example, my major, I belong to the College of Arts and Sciences. So we basically just go to like this one building, and then we just have classes there. And then once you're done with classes, you just go back to your dorm, or you just like.
I see.
U
right?
of T was the same.
Oh,
We were in
really?
the middle of downtown, just like building
Yeah.
scatters around.
How
So
was like
so
that?
after the class finished, everybody just scattered out. So there's not really. It's hard to have a school
Identity,
spirit.
school spirit.
Mm.
Oh.
Was it
For
hard
me,
to-
for us, anyway.
Yeah.
Back then, I don't know about other people.
Oh,
Was it
I
hard to make
see.
friends? Or?
It was. It
Oh,
was.
really?
It was lucky for me that I stayed in my dorm the first year, so I met some people. Otherwise, it was really hard to make new friends.
Yeah.
And I also went on exchange program on my third year, and then I met some really cool kids. But they were all from China. But they were really cool because back then
Yeah.
the situation was different, right? It was 2004. Come on, like
Yeah.
the situation was different.
For sure.
So it was
yeah.
really cool back
Yeah.
then.
Were people crazy back then? Like they do. a
No,
lot of
oh
fun
well,
stuff?
I wasn't invited.
Not
because
that kind of crazy. Not that kind of crazy.
I was not considered good looking. I am not considered good looking. So I didn't get any invitations.
Oh.
But they were really cool people, and when we were in
Yeah.
Europe, they took me. We traveled together.
Well,
went to
that's so
different
nice.
places.
Yeah.
So yeah, just enjoy your time.
You travel with your college buddies?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
so
you
if
And
you
just
got exchange,
backpacking together.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's
Yeah,
really
it was
nice.
fun.
yeah, look
Yeah.
for exchange programs if you got time. Or I don't know if you really because you're really career driven, so maybe your
Oh,
priority
yeah.
is a little bit different.
Yeah, I've considered I've always wanted to like exchange back to. I feel like
To Taiwan?
No, I feel like Japan, Korea, or Taiwan.
Oh,
I
I would
see.
say Europe was really fun.
Oh really?
Yeah, because in Japan, I don't know.
Multicultural
Yeah,
in Europe.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
go to different
Oh.
cities with a lot of history. So it's up to you.
Yeah, because
Do whatever
I
you want.
Yeah.
just like there's no other period of time in your life that you can just travel around in Europe and worry free. It's
Yeah.
like it's very rare.
Wait.
For like almost half a
Mm.
year, right?
And using your parents' money.
Using it.
or your
Yeah.
or your grandparents,
Or my
money.
grandparents.
right? Just
Yeah,
like
that's
literally,
true.
it was a worry-free period of my life. So I'm still very glad that I made that choice to go on an exchange in Italy.
Would you want to go back in time and like become a college student again, or are you like really happy with where you're at right now?
I'm happy with where I
Really?
am at right now because recently I've only looked back on my life when I was in college and I realized that I was in a state of depression and I didn't really know about it.
You're
Yeah, I told Kylie
Yeah,
about this,
yeah.
right? Because I wasn't really happy. Like
yeah.
it's as if there's a block of my memory of my college experience was gone because I try not to think about it.
It was
know.
that bad.
No, just like because it was my first time
Yeah.
leaving my house, right? So I was living alone,
Yeah.
and the weather in Toronto wasn't helping,
Oh, yeah, for
It's
sure, yeah.
pretty shitty,
Yeah.
and just a lot of pressure from academic pressure because I wasn't doing that well in school.
Oh,
So
yeah,
just
for
like,
sure.
oh my god, who am I? What am I doing?
Yeah,
what am I
yeah,
doing? Why am I sucking so bad? And I
Uh,
just kept eating to relieve my stress, right? The more I eat, the bigger I get, and the lower self-esteem I get, and then the less I want to go out. So it's just it became a vicious cycle.
how did you build up like your self-esteem later on? Well, no, I'm just curious because like you said,
no.
like when was like the time where you sort of realized
I
that
know too
we
much.
should oh really like you should be like, oh, I should stop, I'm a man, I gotta do this and that.
No, not even that. It's not
Uh-huh.
Andrew Tate for sure.
Oh, not yet. Oh, really? My bad.
Not like you. No,
My
you
bad,
can-
my bad. Oh my
But
god.
it's more like
Yeah.
it's like a year before I graduate, I realized that okay, I need to go get a job after this.
Yeah.
To get a job, I know I wouldn't get a job looking like that. So
What? You mean just based on your appearance?
Where were you? In Canada? Or
I was in Toronto.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I was like, okay, for real, I will show you pictures. You will not hire me. Period.
You were pretty cute and chubby back then.
Oh,
I saw the
Kylie saw my
pictures.
picture. You wouldn't hire me.
Wait, I
right?
saw the pictures too.
If
man.
I say hey, I want to intern at Bailingguo, you probably wouldn't hire me, right? Because I
I mean,
didn't
I
look
won't
that
judge
smart.
people based on their
But I do-
experience, but I will hope you to get healthier.
I wish you all the best.
Yeah, I wasn't healthy, right? Because so I tried to get healthy. I started exercising.
Yeah.
I think exercising really helped to clear my head too.
Yeah, for sure.
And then it helped me to get more confidence, and I lose weight, got my job, and then things started to go the other direction, and I'm where I'm right now. So,
Wow. It's
yeah.
really inspirational because I feel like I had like a similar path as
Do you
you.
have a
But you
low
woke up earlier
self-esteem?
though.
But low self because I was definitely like on the chubbier end back then. When I was like 15, it was like 3 years ago. I was like 90 something
But
kilograms.
now you're like cute and tall and everything
But you're
is in shape
you're
now.
180, right? 190?
No. I think I'm 6'1", like last time. No, but like I was like 6 foot, but I was like 90 something kilograms, and I was really chubby. You got to look at the photos. But I was definitely like
just
chubby.
a little baby fat. That was it.
Nah, I don't think it was a baby fat. It's like a.
But did you get bullied?
No, not at all. I never faced any social problems. I would say I would consider myself to be like one of the popular kids in high school.
Okay. Then
yeah.
why do you have
why
would it bother you?
Decide to,
Now we're like 3 old parents.
Oh, really? No, but like I remember because like the first time I watched your videos, it was at Yubei's Chen Jiangjun. I don't know. I was just chubby. I was trying to get into politics. I want to learn. I'm not sure what I want to do with my life. And then so I wasn't really career driven back then too. I wasn't doing anything with my life. I was 15.
You were 15?
It's
No, seriously.
normal.
What do you want?
My bad.
everybody.
No, but here's the thing. I have a friend in California. He started a company when he was 16.
You can't,
Okay,
you
let's
can't
put it
compare
this way.
yourself with
Yeah.
other
It depends
people.
on in which stage of your life that you want to peak. People can
Yeah, for
peak
sure.
during their their early 20s or their
for
late
sure, yeah.
20s, but there could also be people who peak in their 30s.
Yeah, and I'm 40. I peak at 40.
Yeah, no.
So
like,
don't let
absolutely,
that.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has their own pace.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like looking back, it was a really bad mentality. Like you compare yourself with other people and you think it's like a zero-sum game. In reality, it's not, right? The pie is big enough for everyone to enjoy, right? Like someone else's success doesn't mean that you're a failure, vice versa. So, but I didn't know back then. So I had a really low self-esteem. But like then, same, just like Ken, I started working out. I eat healthy, and like things started to add up. And now I get
You get invitation to sex parties.
Yeah.
I know.
So this is just me
That's already
bluffing.
So how did the second one happen?
Oh my god!
Okay, come back. Becky really wants to know.
You really want to know? Like the second one? Okay, so like the second and third one sort of happened like at the same time.
How?
So it was like the same day. It was the same day.
Same day?
Yeah.
So
So
see,
I
it could
think
be
you
a
were
girl from the
targeted. You were
same
targeted.
group
I
that
don't know.
the pink hair
Yeah.
told them like, oh, he turned us down, and then so the other girl tried to
shit. I
approach
didn't think
to
of it.
you.
bro, this is like a 老鼠会 thing. Is it how you say it? Oh, my bad. So I was in the park, Washington Square Park. I was just sitting down. Larry the Birdman. Like basically, there's this dude in the park who always he was feeding pigeons. Right. And I wanted to have a conversation with him because apparently he killed someone 20 years ago. He killed 2 people 20 years ago because those people killed their wife, like his wife and his daughter. And I was like, I want to interview this guy because this guy is just like, he's just there.
So you don't want to talk to random girls, but you want to talk to.
Oh no! I was just sitting. Like that's the reason why I was sitting there because I don't usually sit in public areas. I just go back to my dorm, right? So I was just sitting in the bench, and there was just suddenly like there's this girl who came up to me, and because like the bench was like pretty long, so she sat on like the other end of the bench, and then she just sat there, and for like 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, she was like, "Hey, I think you're kind of cute." Same thing.
In
Like the
Mandarin or
same
in
pickup line.
No. So first of all, she was like, 请问你说中文吗? And I was like,
Yo,
I was like,
I think this is a criminal gang, man.
okay, but okay,
你自己说
right?
Yeah, that's
Right.
weird.
No,
That's
but-
weird. I mean, I think you're cute, but like not
Not
on the same day to the section party.
Cute on 3 of them.
You're
Yeah, that's
absolutely
a
right.
little too much.
You're absolutely
I
right.
think you'd be like,
Yeah.
I understand if it happened to me, but to Benji.
Bro, but I don't know. I was just minding my business, and yeah, I was like,
wow.
no, I've never like back in high school, and no girls talked to me. Right? I wasn't popular.
Well, but if it's like what you said, back then you were kind of chubby, so it makes sense. But now you're taller, you have a
I think the
better
latter
look.
part, I was like the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
But not
I'm not
that-
like, dude, I'm not like what's his name? Like I don't know. I'm not like those K-pop, like idols.
But maybe
like
because
Jungkook.
you look kind of Korean.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
But they started saying,
Like the same
asking
pickup
if you speak
line?
Mandarin.
yeah, and I was like, 不好意思，你请问你讲中文吗? I was like, yeah, 我讲中文.
Just say no.
Okay, but I didn't know where she was going at. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
she
that's
might
true.
need
You
help.
don't assume everybody's inviting
Yeah,
you to a
yeah.
sex
I
party,
mean, yeah,
right?
you don't just sit in the park one day and then just So,
Okay. All right.
Peggy, come on.
Peggy, come on.
on.
But yeah. And then she was like, oh, yo, I think you're kind of cute. Again, she said the same. 我觉得你挺可爱的。请问可以加个V吗? Can I add your
What?
WeChat?
What?
No, the
exactly
same
the
line.
same
like-
one.
yo, something's adding up.
Bell is great.
Something is adding up, man. And I was like, no.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not open to anything. So we apologize for what we said earlier.
How did you turn her down this time?
We
apologize. I know.
Oh yeah, and I was like, I think I know where this is going, and I was like, what's going on? Because I have like the exact there's a different girl who asked me the exact same thing.
So you told her?
I told her, and she was like, "Oh, 那可能只是你很可爱吧." I was like, "Okay, first of all, I don't think that maybe I'm confident, but I'm not like, I'm not a star or anything like that, right?" And she was like, "No, I just think you're cute. Can I have your WeChat?" And I was like, "Okay, do you guys what are you gonna invite me to like parties and stuff?" She was like, "Yeah, I mean, if you want, like we could have parties." And I was like, "What parties? Like, what are you trying to do?" I was actually a bit like
interrogation mode.
No, I was kind of angry actually, because I really don't like I just don't like people approaching me that like, especially in New York, you never know what's happening.
For purposes,
True.
Yeah,
That's
like
true.
they're just coming up to you with like they want something from you, and you know that, right?
Yeah.
But you still have to talk to them. So yeah, I don't want to be impolite, and she was like, "Yeah, I can invite you to some party." I was like, "Are these parties just like parties, or is it like, you have like weed, alcohol?" She was like, "Yeah, sometimes weed, sometimes alcohol." But yeah, I mean, like what we do is we invite people that we want to meet, and then we become friends, and we hang out. I was like,
they charge $60 too.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether they charge $60 or not. And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh, this is definitely one of the sex parties." I was like, "No, thank you." So I didn't add their WeChat. And later that night, I was back in my dorm in the public area too. Same, and then again, like the Chinese people in groups of 30, right? Like they're playing games, and then one of the girls came up to me, and then
And now they're just a
Were
different
those
girl,
that
right?
people you know before?
Do you think those girls go to your school, or they're just outsiders?
No, they're definitely NYU. Like, because you got to be NYU student to be in my in the student dorm.
So they can bring friends inside.
They probably could.
You might have to register, but they told me where they're from, like which department they're from. Right?
Okay.
And there's no reason to doubt that.
I'm starting to doubt that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry,
man.
continue.
I can show you the pictures later on, but they don't look sketchy at all. But like the third girl, she was like, "Hey, do you want to play table tennis together? Because my friend just left, and I wanted to play table tennis." And I was like, "Sure, we could play." And she started playing with me.
How long after was this?
Yeah,
The same day, yeah.
All three?
Oh no, sorry.
No,
no,
the last two.
It was during midterms, so I don't know, like 1 or 2 months before this, and then I just started playing table tennis with her, right? And after an hour, we chatted during like thing. It was pretty natural, right?
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, do you have Instagram? Can I add your Instagram?"
Instagram is okay, right?
No, but also WeChat. She asked me, "Do you have WeChat or Instagram?" I was like, "Yeah. Let's add WeChat then." And then she added me, and right after I got back into my room, she texted me, and she was like, "Thank you so much for today." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
It was really nice. It was really nice. After 3 days, she texted me again, and she was like, "Do you want to hang out?" And I thought it was like a date, right? I was like, "Yeah, just us," like And then she was like, "Yeah, we could go on like a hangout, and we can watch some movies." I was like, "Yeah, I mean that's how you normally approach someone, right?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, this is
normal.
This is
one
normal,
is more normal.
very healthy." And then I rejected her though because I was preparing for a test.
Okay.
But then later on, she called me again, and I was like, "Why are you
Call?
Dude, everyone calls in New York for some reason. Like, it's just
They're in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't know. There's always in a
these
hurry.
days?
I'm not sure, man. But she called me, and I picked up, and she was like, "Yo, I'm at like this apartment, and we're having a party. Do you want to join? You can meet more people here." I was like, "Oh my god." I was like,
It's a trap.
Bro, this sounds like, dude, there's definitely something shady going on. I was like, "No, thank you."
You got a target on your back, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like rich Taiwanese.
No, I'm
ABC.
I'm not rich. I'm not. Or maybe like the third one might not be like a weed or sex
I
party.
don't know.
Does she still have your Instagram?
No, I didn't add her on Instagram
that's-
because
yeah.
I didn't want her to. I feel like I post a lot of my family on Instagram.
Yes,
I
yes.
posted my sister, and I don't want her to like have contact or anything.
Right. That's actually
Yeah.
what the news was about. They say because these days people are so public about their private life on social media, so it's very easy for these scammers to target you and know how to approach to your family.
Oh damn.
Is that how they did it? Like, is that the approach that they took for the Utah kid? Did they find him like social media?
They didn't really go into detail, but they just say all these are things that people should be more aware of. And they even give like a little tip that I highlighted on was that they say you can actually have like a safety word with your family. So first off, they send you this picture, call your family, and they'll kind of like Taiwan's scams. They'll make like a kid crying or screaming in the background and say, if you don't transfer the money, then we'll just hurt this person. So it would get the family all freaked out and then starting to like, okay, try to calm the person down. Actually, my dad has been told us this, like we always have like a safety word in our family. So just in case, if anything happened, we have this word that we'll say, so my dad know.
It's you.
Yes.
Yeah, this video was about like sex parties, but now it's more of like an educational video.
No, it's educational. That's all.
Don't
educational.
Yeah. That was my original intention. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time.